What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. You know, it's not really a car story. It's actually kind of a love story. Kind of just like a bullshitting session. But it's funny how you'll do one thing and learn about something totally different. You know, I've been buying selling cars my entire life. And, you know, my life has been a whirlwind of crazy since July 27th, 1979. Like literally, as soon as my feet hit the ground, the devil said, "What the f?" And it's been nuts ever since. And, you know, I play hard and I work hard. And we have a lot of fun. And I've had some awesome experiences in life playing with cars and things that come with cars. And, you know, I'm not much of a kiss and tell type, but I've been married a few times, dated a little bit. Matter of fact, I was told recently there's not a letter in the alphabet of a girl you haven't dated, I don't think. But, you know, that being said, hey, there's nothing wrong with playing the field. You know, it's funny. It got me thinking about this, and this is what brought all this on. I had a buddy call me up, and he's having girl problems. And you know, I'm always here. My phone rings nonstop, and you know, it starts at about 7:30 in the morning, usually doesn't fizzle down about 10:30 at night. And then usually if you get a call after that, it's something really bad. My buddy calls me up and he's talking about him and his little lady friend. They've been together for a while and they were having problems. He said, "Man, I just don't know what it is." He said, "Every woman I meet, I just find something wrong that just drives me crazy." And, you know, and he's been down this road several times. So here I am kind of talking him off the ledge a little bit. And I said, "Listen, you know, there's an ass for every seat. You got to remember that. You know, sometimes you got to try out a lot of chairs before you find the one made for you." It tickles me how people come to me for love advice. The man that's been divorced twice and dated 2/3 of Greenville. But it's still funny. And it makes me think of something funny I heard. And a guy at a car auction of all places saying it. So let me set the scene for you. To tell you this story, I got to stop here and tell you another one. We had a little night sale called Whitey's Auto Auction. It's still open to this day. It's on Locust Hill Road in Greer, South Carolina. Tuesday and Thursday nights, junk sale. It's used car trade-ins, you know, backlot busters, just hit or miss. It's kind of like bobbing for apples in a porta-john. You know, sometimes you get a turd, sometimes you get a diamond in the rough. And I have got them both. You know, actually bought my very first car at an auction there. I love that auction atmosphere. And, you know, and we've talked about auctions before and little funny stories. We were at an auction and there's Whitey's, you know, it was a night sale. So these auctioneers had day jobs, you know, working bigger auctions or whatever, and they'd come here at night, make a little side money. They were older as a rule, auctioneers. And we had this one auctioneer that he worked all the new car lots trade-ins. And typically that's where your better cars were coming through. Usually a little higher mileage, a little rough around the edges than what they would sell on their retail lot. But you could pick a good car too out of there once in a while. So it typically was the lane that I hung out in. Whitey's is a small auction. I mean, they don't have like 4 lanes anyway, but you know, so I'm in the center lane. That's, you know, new car trade-ins. You know, when you go to an auto auction, whether it be any auto auction, you know, from a big dealer auction to most of them use the light system is what they call it. And basically it's a light. It'll be hanging up, a little board hanging up, and it'll say, you know, and all the lights pretty much mean the same thing. You know, red is sold as is. Green is a drive, and drive means basically it's got an auction warranty, which means you got about 30 minutes to drive it. And if you find something wrong with it, they'll tell you it's still yours. But either way, you got the drive light. You know, you got, you know, the title attached light, which was blue. So that means title's not there. You're going to wait, you know, at least 45 days before you can sell it because you don't have the title to this car yet. So that means the bank still got it or whatnot. Title's tied up. And then you had the yellow light, which was exceptions. And that could be salvage title, flood damage, stolen recovery, anything under the salvage, basically exceptions was it. So you had those lights. And you got to think about every car going through there, the auctioneer's got a list. So it's coming through, well, the title's not here, so you got to flip their little lights. We had this one auctioneer, and he worked every Tuesday and Thursday night in the new car trade-in line, same guy. And he was the laziest son of a bitch I ever met in my life. Big fat slob, just and you make buddies at the auction. And I'm standing there, smoking about a pack every 10 minutes, just watching cars, walking around, And my big thing was, as always, I was that guy that walked around. I moved. I didn't stay. You got your guys that sit in the corner. You got all types at auction. I'm a mover. I like to walk around. I like to run my hand down the side of the car. And the thing is, why are you touching it? Well, you got to think about auction's really loud. You walk around it, feel any vibration, feel like it's skipping, feel like it's running bad, something like that. Stick your hand inside, see if that air is blowing cold, which usually it wasn't. Just doing a general walk around, because you got to think about you got about 45 seconds to a minute, and on to the next one. Well, like I said, you got to pay attention to those lights, though. See if title's there. You got to think about it. If that title's attached, blue light, you're tying your money up because you pay for that car right then, and they hand you a bill of sale, and you've got up to 45 days before that title gets back. So that means, you're kind of tying the car. But you really don't want to spend any money on it either, because you really want to make sure you got a title to that thing before you spend a bunch of money on it, because if you do, they're not going to refund any of that money, just what you paid for the car. But like I said, you make buddies at the auction, and you see the same guys every Tuesday and Thursday night, and you make your little pals, and all this stuff. And, so there's an older man who's actually a preacher up in North Carolina, and he would come down and buy cars. And me and him got joking around. He had a gold tooth. That's the thing that really sticks out. White-headed, and he had a gold tooth. He goes over, he goes, "Rob, what do you think?" And I said, "I don't know," but I said, "Look like we got slim pickings tonight." And an old auctioneer, he'd call everybody up right before he did everything. He said, "I want to explain something to you right quick." He goes, "I could flip these damn lights all night long on this light board." And he said, "I ain't going to do it." He did this every Tuesday and Thursday night. I said the same little speech. He said, "I'm not going to do it." He said, "As far as I'm considered, they had a damn title here for any of them." He said, "If it is, it's a bonus." He said, "I guarantee you it wouldn't be here unless there was something wrong with it. Exceptions was on." He goes, "There's every damn one of them, ain't no warranty. You got to take a little risk in life, son, as is." And so every light was on but the damn drive light, basically, which said it was an auction warranty. And he said, "Let's sell some damn cars. Run them through. The best thing I can tell you guys is find the one you can live with and take it home." That preacher told me, he said, "Boy, ain't that so true about life." He said, "I had the same philosophy when I finally found my wife." If you get to thinking about it. And so we're sitting here at an auto auction in the middle of nowhere, South Carolina, on a Tuesday night, looking at junky ass cars running through. And this hit me like a ton of lead. As far as I'm considered, they all got a problem. Ain't it funny, like you meet a girl and you think she's like the best thing ever. I mean, you could just eat her up. But then after you know her for about 6 months, you kind of wish you did eat her. You know what I'm saying? And, and something my dad used to say to me all the time, he goes, "She's just sweet as she can be." And she says, "Oh yeah, Dad, she's just awesome." He said, "Always remember, no matter how sweet you think she is and how great you think she is, there's always a guy that thinks she's a bitch. I promise you." They all got the ability to be that way. And it makes you think, but thinking back what he said, and I said the same thing. I told this story to my buddy about his love problems. I said, "You just got to find the one you can live with and take it home." Hey, who knows? We're even giving relationship advice here today at Rabbit's Used Cars. Guys, we'll catch you next time. Whitey's a small auction. Whitey's is a small auction. They don't have like 4 lanes anyway, but guys, we'll catch you next time.
At Rabbit's Used Cars.
At Rabbit's Used Cars.